Cordless is in one chair, Marty's in the other chair, and Stripe is down there. Good morning, everyone. You know, I kept Marty and Stripe in the house while we were at the fireworks last night, and you know, I worried about Morris a little bit, but we got home and he was fine. Really? You coming up? Come on, boo-boo. Come on. Come on, Morris. Come here, buddy. Come on. Morris, come on, buddy. Come on. Morris, good morning. Good morning. What's the matter? It goes Stripes down here, and that throws me off, Mom. It's really the local people, like our immediate neighbors, that start shooting off stuff that causes more of the problems than the noise from the town show, is what I was trying to say. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I am on the way to the vet with Stripe. I realize now that I forgot to go and put the food out on the front porch. I'll do that when I get home. Did I forget to do that? I think I forgot to do that. I'm tired. I need another cup of coffee. Stripe's not happy, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It is what it is, though. Get him handled, and then meet Michelle for shopping. I'm looking forward to that. It's 9:20. His appointment's at 9:30, and I should be back home in plenty of time to go meet her, barring there's, you know, an emergency and they keep me waiting a super long time at the vet, which they probably won't. And at that point I can always just say, let's reschedule. But he's overdue by 4 or 5 days now. Somehow I missed the you need to schedule his appointment reminder and got the he's now overdue reminder. Probably had something to do with being on vacation. Usually when I get the it's time, I just call and schedule it so I can pick, you know, get a time that's really good for me versus trying to fit it in on a Thursday morning before I go shopping. Sam didn't have any trouble getting home last night. He waited plenty of time until you know, traffic had died down at in and around South Park. Because although Dawn and I know a couple of tricks to get someplace without going through South Park, Sam doesn't really know those tricks. So it was a nice show last night. When I come home from shopping this afternoon, I'll be processing the video. For a minute I thought these might be police officers, but they're hyper network people, whatever the heck that is. I know people in town, some people in town have a fiber service or a cable service called Brightspeed, and they're very upset with them. They're never happy with Spectrum. I don't hear too much wrong about, what is it, Ting? And Brightspeed isn't perceived any better than Spectrum is for quality of service. You know, the governor the other day of North Carolina, Josh Stein, talked again about getting internet to rural areas, and you know, the comments are usually more telling than the post by the original poster on a lot of these things. And I may have left him a comment with the word Starlink. We can get people, we can breach the internet divide pretty darn easily with Starlink. The people in very remote places around the world are doing it, and no reason we can't do it in North Carolina. And we are quickly approaching the satellite being really, really good in almost all locations. I'm not going to say, you know, I'm not going to compare it to fiber at super duper high speeds, but for almost, you know, I need extra internet because I upload these massive amounts of data to the internet every night for the videos. But most people don't need what I need. They just need to be able to watch Netflix and send emails, and that can be handled lots of ways. So they've almost already got the park all cleaned up. Well, I mean, I would be out there working early today too. I would be out there working early because of the heat. Let's get her done and quit for the day. I'm glad to see they appear to be on target with that. But yeah, I think the governor wanted to spend, in the scheme of things, not a lot of money, but, you know, millions to continue to bring internet to more rural areas in North Carolina. And I'm just like, I think there are probably cheaper ways to do it with Starlink and other things that need more priority than that. But that's a good talking point. It's a good sounds important. Sounds important. Well, everything is good with Stripe, which I felt was the case. I do worry about stressing his immune system with the vaccines, but you got to do what you got to do. Stripe seems to be content in the house right now. I gave him some of the gravy, high value food. He scarfed it down. He seems no worse for wear is what I'm trying to tell you. I told Don he could go out when he's ready. Marty's by the back door laying down underneath the shade of that Japanese maple, and I put a small amount of water down in that spot so the ground is particularly cool there. And yeah, hoping we find some good stuff today. Don's got to fix one of the pears again. It came off on the other side. He's on pear maintenance. That lady, she's going to make sure that sign looks good. It's going to look right. It's going to look perfect. No, I mean, I want it to look good too. I just feel for Don. He's got to go fix the pear again. Just so you know, the Hyper Networks guys back there have put orange stuff all over the sidewalk and the redone sidewalks and the freshly paved asphalt and basically all over the place in here. So, one can only hope that they don't actually need to dig anything, or if they are, they're going under and not through, because, you know, that would be par for the course. We paved the road, we fixed the sidewalks, it's all looking good, and then we need to tear it up. That would be par for the course, but I'm hoping they're just marking for some other reason. But if they tear up the road, I may actually scream. I may actually scream at the lack of planning and coordination. So I guess it looks like the Model Y Long is coming here. Gonna open up for orders, I guess, pretty soon. Tesla had a post on X yesterday about a wiener dog and gonna be a long weekend. And the dog's length was a little exaggerated, I think, in the photo, or it was a particularly long version of the wiener dog. So I guess that's cool. I hope that that's going to be worthwhile in the American market. I know a lot of people don't think they fit great into the current Model Y. It's not a big enough SUV. And, okay, because we're really special. We get to park on the street right there. Nobody in the car. All right. If it's an elderly person or a disabled person, I get it. If it's somebody that feels they're too special to park and walk, I don't get it. So anyway, I hope that's going to work out good. You know, I want people to feel like they can buy a Tesla and Tesla has the car that they need to suit their needs. And certainly the Model Y fits the needs of the vast majority of the people, and that's why Tesla builds it. And if the Model Y Long works for a few more people, you know, the Model Y Long is no Model X. And some people will say that's a good thing because it doesn't have the doors, because either they tried the doors and really didn't like them, or they perceived the doors are bad, the Falcon Wing doors, and didn't want to go that route. One of the two. Also the added cost, obviously. Anyway, I hope it's good for, since Tessa apparently is going to do it, I hope that it works out to be a good decision. That's really all I was trying to say. I guess that's what Lars was hinting at coming on July the 7th, because there's been quite a few hints. Dawn was getting was just concerned that things might be said that could drive the stock price that would get somebody in trouble again, because the last thing we want to hear is a bunch more stuff about somebody said something they shouldn't have said in the stock. You know, we all know the media can, and short sellers and whatever, they can say whatever they want to say and it drive the stock, but God forbid somebody associated with Tesla would say something, and then that'll be a big thing. I did see the news about a fatal Tesla semi crash in Nevada. I hesitate to mention it only because of the haters. I personally don't require that there be 0 accidents or 0 fatalities for Tesla. I just want them to be a good bit better than everything else, and I think we're already there. But if you'll remember, the Tesla semis don't have FSD. They do have driver monitoring, though, but that really only comes into play when you're using FSD. So if the driver did fall asleep behind the wheel, and does that mean that the cabin camera should have triggered something, even if there's no FSD in the vehicle? There's always room for improvement. So if indeed that didn't happen, that doesn't mean Tesla did anything wrong. It's just the same kind of thing that can happen to anybody else behind any other car, but I'm sure we can do better. So then, yeah, let's go put some change in. That doesn't mean we need NHTSA all over it, though. Tesla's perfectly capable of analyzing that accident and deciding what safety things what improvements they can make. And last thing, apparently that guy that ran into the house with his Tesla and killed that grandmother either was involved in some sort of insurance fraud, or he wanted to commit suicide. But anyway, he's been picked up and charged with, I forget the actual charge, but he's been picked up. So definitely wasn't FSD. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. It's going to be nice and cool inside Guardian Angel today for our shopping.
Yes. I'm so excited.
You don't need it, but it's cute. It has an air popper inside of it. And it's just kind of cute. Okay, we have the ultimate Christmas story lamp here. In good shape, no less.
Neon sex. That's what he said.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what he said. Oh my God, that's adorable. How did I not see that?
There are not too many times that I'm stumped, but I gotta admit that I don't know what this is. And it plugs in, and it has a fabric cord. I don't know. I need to know, what is that? There's a slightly different version, maybe. I think that's a light. And it was one that was wired in somewhere.
Oh my gosh, that's heavy.
So is this a light come out the bottom too? It's not flat on the bottom. There's a little, it's recessed. Maybe it's a light. We're going to go with Michelle. It's a light.
Okay, I believe you.
You didn't know that I didn't buy any of those bird feeders and they all sold in the birdhouse. Really cute. Somebody obviously donated them, but there's no Fuquay. If there were Fuquay, there's not any Fuquays left now. I'm liking this box for $1.99. All right, let's check out the wreaths. They really do have some nice ones sometimes. Oh, owls, very cute. Very cute. Here's something you actually don't see very often, and they're asking $1 for them. So if Grandpa wants to decorate his back shed with some plates, they got some plates today. That one's not real. That one is. I don't know exactly what that is. I don't know.
No, it doesn't open.
Little trinkets. This is all pretty.
Oh, I like the color.
I do. That's pretty. Okay, it's a fairy butterfly lady, and it's only $6, and I can certainly find a place for that out in the yard. That's going home. Yay! Yay! They have more. I'm not taking all of them, Donnie. I'm not bringing all of them. If I had a pond, I would buy... Whoops. Let me show them to you. They have more. If I had a pond, I'd take the blue heron home.
Okay.
But I don't have a pond, so he would look sort of stupid in the middle of my yard. Well, he could be down by the creek, but
Yeah,
you know what
he
I'm
would.
saying. It's a good thing I have this already. I think that's $2.99 and not... Yeah, it's $2.99 for the dessert and $3.99 for the plates. It's a nice set. It's got the matching bowls, too, but I already have it. I can walk away. I can safely walk away. And I've not seen it before. Kind of looks like it would be good for, you know, silver anniversary, 25 years. Anybody want to go trout fishing? Michelle has found birds and lightning bolts for Connor so far today.
So far.
Those lightning bolts are tiny, but yes. And here's the bird one down there, the blue shirt. We got an App State shirt. We got Dawn a green Nike shirt.
I figured he could wear one of his Frankenstein shirts under it.
Oh, okay. I busted out laughing. We'll just leave it there. I knew right away who she was. Do you? I like it.
It's kind of pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
Shiny.
The mics go off after 15 minutes. I'm sorry. I have no idea how many segments we recorded with no microphones, but it wasn't on purpose.
You'll have to write in subtitles.
Well, they can probably hear us good enough, but I wanted them to be able to hear us. Look what I found for $3. I am very pleased. The new movie, The Devil Wears Sneakers.
He's got big feet.
He's got big feet.
Oh my God.
Holy moly. We're going around and making one more pass. I hate it when we get to this point in the week because that means it's almost time to go check out and be done for the day, and I don't like it when we're done. I don't like it at all. So I knew this was a Japan piece, but we couldn't figure out what the holes were for. It held two little salt and pepper shakers that hooked in on either side, but without them it's kind of cute, but it's missing something important. The blue heron. It was too good of a price to pass up. Oh, I like the display little end table here. You put your stuff under the glass. That's nice. Every time I see one of those, I like it. Michelle pondered a black Vera Bradley suitcase, but it's not quite clean enough.
Yeah, it's somebody put their dog in it.
Yeah, was nice, but not nice. These got red, white, and blue on the mannequins today. All ready for your 4th of July pool party? Well, maybe not a pool party.
I told Devin we should have left early, but he wouldn't.
I did get to and from App State. Okay, Michelle says there's a lot of hills.
Yeah, it almost killed me. I'm out of shape.
And just for you guys, we want you to know it's like 96 out. We're standing here on the asphalt so we can do a little finishing video. It's hot. It's hot.
At least there's a little breeze.
We had a good time.
Yes.
We got good stuff.
I'm very pleased.
I am. It was a good day. All right, girl.
All right,
Well,
I'll
love
see you next time. Love
Take
you
care
too.
of yourself.
Bye.
I asked her what she was doing with the Harley shirt on today, and she said it had bling.
That's all. I'm glittery.
And she wanted to be glittery.
Bye.
I told him to smile, and he just gave me this. And like, just don't give me the deer in the headlights. Just
Well, I just, I've had a really nice little nap, after work nap, and she fed me a really good dinner, so I'm like really happy.
yeah, we had Let's see, I got home and I put everything away. That takes a bit. I had showed most of
Yeah.
it, and I took a picture of it
Sure.
too. And Don helped me in. But then I made us leftover hot dogs
Right.
and potato chips.
Right.
That's all gone now, but boy, was that yummy. Thanks, Sam. And then I did the video.
Right.
And I fell asleep for a bit, but Don is so excited about coding with Grok
Yeah.
that I get progress reports while he's coding.
Yeah. Today was probably the first day that Grok actually wrote some code that I don't know that I could have wrote it. It was just way more, I don't want to call it nitpicky because it's always nitpicky, but it was just way more than I just don't type that much. I mean, it was literally hundreds of lines of almost the same, but changed a little bit. And it was amazing because I was doing a report. I wrote some code to do a report today. And so reports tend to be very, it's got to line up the columns and, the headings and, pad out all the fields and stuff. It's just nitpicky and there were some really data structures in there that, oh God, they were nested and it was a mess. But anyway, Grok, he was able to do them. And, all I had to do is say, the second column's not lined up. There's a special character out of place in the fourth column. And, that character shouldn't be there.
Go fix it.
Go fix it. And he just whip out some more code, baby. It was great.
Don did have revision numbers.
Right.
He was because I warned him. I said, Grok gets lost sometimes. You might have something good. You better make sure you save every step. In case he gets lost and you have to go start over in another window or something. I hate it when I lose hard work.
Right.
So, but anyway, I would describe Don as pretty giddy with joy because I'm getting progress updates. I was sitting in here on the love seat trying to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I cook while Don or Lego while Don takes his nap, but I have to try to nap while Don's typing.
That's right.
On that old keyboard back there. The other day, I was like, you gotta go sit in Ruby. I didn't actually do that, but I thought about it.
Yeah. Clickety clack.
Yeah, and then we had bacon and eggs and ham for dinner because we basically had dinner for lunch, so I made lunch for dinner or breakfast for dinner. So
yeah, no,
yeah,
it's actually I'm just saying this is not really, I don't really mean this to apply, but it's almost sad that I'm getting close to retire. I'm being done.
I know. Are you sure you don't want to keep coding with Grok? Exciting now.
Well, it honestly, it started off with a couple weeks ago when it couldn't code its way out of a wet paper bag. I mean, it couldn't. The syntax that this stuff is using is so arcane. So what I did is I took the time and I downloaded some of my code that I had already wrote. Because, I've done a lot of different things. And I just said, hey, here's all these routines. They work. And they do stuff. And I actually put comments in my stuff. And I said, now I need to build something that writes a report that extracts the data from here and takes it from over there and then, formats it this way and all this stuff. And it went out and looked at all my code and cobbled together all these bits and pieces. And then he built on it. And that was the success. We were not doing well when he was starting from scratch. It's just like I told Marianne, and I said it before, I think even on a video. I don't think anybody's ever wrote a program from scratch. I think you always start...
Including Grok.
You always start with some other piece of code, a snippet or something that's been written. You copy it and start changing it. And that's exactly what Grok just did with all this code that I wrote. He cobbled it together and built on it. And what he did today, as I told Marianne, I don't know that I have the patience or just to deal with all that nitpicky stuff. It's like, it's good enough. So I stop. It's good enough. But he, all I had to do is, like, oh, there's the columns don't line up. That's good enough. I deal with it. But I just tell Grok, the columns don't line up. And he'd go out and fix the columns.
Well, I've had fun with Grok this week too, which I don't think I've shared with Dawn, but Michelle out in Colorado said I need a couple of back to school tea light discs. And I said, no problem. I'll go find some clip art that, she said ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, or maybe glue, paper, scissors, or whatever.
Right.
So I found an Apple that had ABC 1, 2, 3 that I thought it had a little shadowing, but not a lot. I thought I could take the 3 reds and make them 1 red and it would look okay. You can't do shadowing with the 3D printer very well. You really need, not unless you do Hue Forge, you really need crisp 4 or 8 color clip art that doesn't try to show light bouncing off the object. Just 2D is,
there's no dithering.
Right. So anyway, I needed a couple minor changes of it made. So I uploaded the image to Grok because as it happens right now, my Photoshop Elements Mac invalidated it, made some software or hardware changes. I can't run it on my machine anymore. Okay. So I would have gone and tried to make some of these changes myself in the past. And then an hour later, I would have had the image edited, but I uploaded it to Grok. So he did a so-so job on the ABC 1, 2, 3. He did finally give me an image that was usable. I wanted one more tweak. I even went to another window and uploaded it. I said, I need you to make 1, 2, and 3 all the same size numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. And the one time I said the 3's too big. It needs to be smaller. Just like that. He came back and he made the 3 even bigger. But anyway, I finally walk away. But then I took the school logo and I put it on a disc. And I knew when I printed it, I was probably going to have trouble. The letters were white with black shadow and there wasn't enough space. And the letters were kind of this white black glob that you couldn't read. So I uploaded the image and I said, hey, Grok, remove the black outline from the white letters that say blah, blah, blah. So he handed me back the image. I said, oh, it looks great. I downloaded it. I did the little bit of back end work to make it go to the printer and I printed it. Only he truncated the name of the school. And I didn't see that he truncated the name of the school because I didn't double check his work. So I uploaded it this morning. I said, Grok, I'm a little upset with you right now. I spent, a couple dollars of printer filament and 3.5 hours of valuable printer time overnight. And I printed these and you passed back the image. I went back to the same conversation. You passed back the image and I did not give you permission to truncate the name of the school. I said, I need you to fix it so I can send it again. And I uploaded it and he fixed it right away. And he apologized like 3 times. Aww. And I said, thank you. I mean, I didn't cuss him or anything. Grok, I'm upset with you right now. Look what you did. You truncated the name of the school. But he fixed it, and I'm printing it now. Well, if it's not right, it's not his fault. I mean, I validated that. I'm sure he didn't screw it up. I have the original and the updated one. Yeah, that better not be dear. And then I was having some other conversation with Grok. He actually I said, a couple months ago when I went up to C4EE, I had you give me a Cybertruck cheat sheet, things to remember to tell the students. And he goes, yeah, I remember helping you with that. And I'm like, inside, I'm like, really? I didn't think he could remember from conversation to conversation. So either he really could remember or he BS'd me that he remembered helping me. One of the two, I don't know which.
Right.
But I love working with Grok. Well, even if he makes little mistakes, I love working with Grok.
Well, this agent one, I've now did 3 significant programs, all in the same area. But what I'm trying to say is he's now started knowing my data set names. I don't tell him the data set names. He knows that I use this as my high level qualifiers, and he copies it. He puts it in there without even me asking him. Instead of coming with my data set, he actually.
So you've seen growth.
I've seen him actually well, wow, and change. You were talking about the change flag. So I usually put my initials at the top, the date, and then a little short description about what changed. And some of this code that I had, well, not some, quite a bit of this code I shared with him has this little comment block up there at the top of all the module. And then without me even telling him today, when we started off, all of a sudden it has the little block up at the top.
That's great.
Yeah, this was. I mean, that's exactly what he.
Dawn has an apprentice helper now.
That's right. Because I said, using this code as a base, take and create me this. And he went out there, like I said, he massaged all these together, and he gave me, and it didn't work first time. And that's, I guess, the thing I've had to do. A couple times he has just tried to come up with the syntax or get it, and he just can't do it. So I'll actually go out there, use my human intelligence and my experience, and know what I said, try this. And yeah,
that's great.
and get him unstuck, because I've had him try 5 or 6 times sometimes and not get it right. And it's just like, I don't want to look that up. Maybe he'll fix it this time. And, the other thing he does is, I said, well, refactor all that. I don't like the variable names. I don't like now that we've got it, that we did it, I want it more readable. And so refactor all the variable names and, do all this stuff.
Don's walked away a few times. He's been churning for 12 minutes now. He should be done in a little bit. Oh, did you hear that ding? Grok, that means Grok's done now.
Yeah, he dings me when he's done.
Did you tell him to do that?
Yeah. I told him to, when he gets it, besides putting it in the file, to copy it to the Windows clipboard.
Okay, and that makes the ding.
That makes the ding.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Anyway, fun with Grok.
Fun with Grok.
Yeah, I have mixed results with, people put out these movies and these
I haven't done anything
fantastical images and stuff out there, and I just want basic Photoshop editing.
Right.
Like, remove the outline from the letters or, stuff. And he can do the really complicated things, but sometimes the basic everyday little grunt work stuff he has a little trouble with. So, yeah, I'll keep working with him, though. Yeah, I am so ready for him to spit me out some CAD files.
Yeah.
Sorry for the people that want a job in CAD. Well, for complicated things, you're going to need a human to guide him through. I mean, it's not going to be like, you're going to have to come up with the concept and the sizes and input all the parameters, and then maybe he keeps me from learning Fusion 360, though, so I can give him all of the specifics of it, but he can crank. I'm ready. Well, I'm ready for him to be that good.
I guess I don't know how, because I get 200,000 tokens, and he's recompressed. I've seen him run right up to 200,000 and then back up, compress.
Yeah, I tried to get Don to spend the $99 for Grok Heavy for a month.
Well, what I'm trying to get is, I don't, so far, although yesterday, not today, but yesterday, I thought he was at the point where
he
wasn't going to be able to solve it. He run out of tokens. It was every time he'd go off, he'd run out of tokens and compress.
But he wanted to help you at your level, and so he reconfigured it and churned again.
And I really was thinking, maybe I ain't going to have enough. So this, I don't know, we've got this Grok Heavy for not for free, but because we're part of that.
Well, they put Grok Build for Premium Plus users.
Right. So
and that's what you're using is Grok Build on Premium Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, Don can't keep those trims straight. Right. It's just like talking about car trims.
Right. Well, but the thing is, this thing is supposed to be like $300 a month, and they're giving it to me for.
Well, that's what Grok Heavy is.
Oh, okay.
Except for right now, you can get it for $99 a month.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway,
I tried to explain it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is worth $300 a month. If
you were going to spit out stuff you could bill, that was really going to be
right.
I mean, maybe.
Right. I mean, it's certainly. As I said today, that I don't know that I could have ever made that report. It would take me hours more futzing with it.
Those that know Don, notice he used the word report. Okay, the customer wants data finessed, massaged, and pretty.
Yeah.
That is not what
No,
Don
not so
codes.
much.
This is not a, this is in back in the day. Oh, you go write that RFT for the customer, Marianne. I need that to look, I need it to look pretty. You know, go work with Leanne and make it look the way she wants it to look. That would have been my job. John would not have been writing no R. Matter of fact, I think every time he took a PMR, a problem report, problem management report for a customer, he was cursing the report formatting table for our facility that we had, report format table. Yeah, it's like,
and this, but the product I'm working on, it doesn't do SQL. I mean, it is a simple select.
well, if it did SQL, you wouldn't be having to massage data to write reports. That's what SQL is.
I mean, this thing was around before there was SQL.
Yeah. It's like Infoman.
Yeah,
it's got a back end way of getting to.
Honest to God, the product I'm working on started life in the 70s, like 75.
Well, you just feel right at home there.
Right. And it didn't change a lot over the years.
Yeah, I think my perception of you and Grok this week is you don't have to get up and walk to another office, hope your employee is over there and available, and get them up to speed for 15 minutes before you can ask your question and get help.
That's right.
You just have Grok there all the time.
That's right.
And two heads are better than one.
2 heads are better than
even
one.
if he can't
that's right.
do it without your help, you're still getting a better product because you have him to work with.
That's
and
exactly it.
You're a team. It's like you've got this extra teammate right here ready to assist at all times. It's great. It's great stuff.
It was particularly nice as he types really fast. And his spelling is impeccable.
You know what? Me and Grok, my spelling is, I would say above average. We won't say excellent. And my typing is probably above average too, but not excellent. Right. But me and Grok, we have an understanding. If you know what I meant, we don't say anything about it.
Right.
I don't want to know. He can't help himself every once in a while to tell me, but most of the time he just knows what I meant and he just answers me whether I messed it up or not.
It's just like when I type text messages to coworkers and I misspell words and stuff and all that. And that's exactly what I do with Grok. And he just goes right on over it and keeps on going. I have not had him come back and say, "What did you mean?"
Right. He seems to be able to. It's like having a good friend that knows what you meant, even though you screwed up how you said it.
That's right.
Well, yesterday I was looking up a bird that was in Michelle's yard in Colorado, and I accidentally missed. I had gone out and looked up on Cornell something about this bird or whatever. Anyway, I misspelled it. The S and the H were on different sides of each other. And he just said, yeah, that does look like this. And he spelled it correctly. And that's this bird over here. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm asking you in the first place. If I'd have known what it was and how to spell it, I wouldn't have needed to ask you.
Yeah. Well, I guess the thing I would tell people, encourage you, when you got something you're trying to figure out, just start talking to like you talk to a friend.
Right.
And you'll be amazed at some of the stuff that he'll do.
And I got news. I'm breathing now. And I'm only half serious here, but I'm kind of a little serious. I need my data center. And Grok's not going away. So if you hate every data center that you ever... Because all day long, every day now on Facebook, it's like... It's hot, and Duke said to lower your thermostat. That's because the data center's sucking too much energy up. We don't need no more of them stinking data centers. I know, I'm sorry, but you're not taking my Grok away. So SpaceX in Memphis now, where Colossus is, where Grok is. God, I'm trying to remember. They made some sweet deal for all the local people, like they get Starlink for half price or something. As a friendliness toward the neighborhood of we appreciate exactly or something. Cool, I don't know, but right now it's the answer to everything is it's because of the data centers.
Well, they've moved on from it's caused by global warming.
Exactly. So they can't claim it's caused by global warming anymore, climate change. The climate change hysteria. So now it's data centers are at fault every single freaking time.
It's all because of the data center.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We've had a little chat. I didn't mean to burn up, but I
think there might be some interest in how
ordinary people.
Ordinary
Yeah.
IBM programmer might use Grok to, you know, do some
Yeah, I
stuff.
can just imagine some of the people who are real programmers with Java or C or all those other real programming languages out there that people are writing apps and stuff. I can see them just shaking their head. But it helps us old farts too.
Yeah, well, Don goes the other day, he goes, oh my God, that code looks like Java code, but it's not Java code. That was exactly how he said it, but that's close enough to how he said it.
Because, you know, I'm working on 80 columns, and really only 72 because the sequence numbers are in 72.
Yeah, Don has Grok trained now that mainframe not evil.
Yeah. So, you know, when you make 35 character long
titles, headings,
variable names.
Okay.
You got 135 character variable name, an equal sign, and 35 character, and that fits perfectly on the line.
Did you have to have a little talk with him about
I had to
that?
tell him, that's what I said. Those are just going to have to refactor all those variables and just make them, you know, squeeze them down. 8 characters if you can, 16 if you must.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
And that way you get a little bit of indentation space at the front of the line, and you can put a little comment at the end.
Oh, that is hysterical.
It's not all variable.
That is hysterical.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Well, I got around to changing the colors out back here to red and blue for 4th of July. It's blue and red in the front.